We're here with Chuck Seitsinger of Alternative Motorsports. First of all, tell us, who are you in the import scene?
Well, the import scene, I mean, like I said, it's in my opinion, it's kind of been downhill the last few years. You know, 2004 we built this car. We went out, we got Rookie of the Year. We ended up winning the championship. Took out some hard hitters and made a name for ourselves in the import scene. And then we won the championship again in 2006 with this same car. Basically, this car is outdated. We started racing it at local races. Kind of got, you know, kicked out of the classes. We started running it at IFO, and basically IFO said, hey, you know, this car's a little much for what we got going on around here. So, you know, basically, you know, we took the car, put it in a corner, and we've been doing other racing ever since. And then, you know, there's some rumors that IFO is getting bigger and better every year. They've got awesome events, and so obviously this car doesn't fit in their class. There's a few things they don't like. The one-piece front end. They don't like the back half part of it. They don't like that. So
they don't like this. It's faster than them.
Instead of saying, well, you're too fast to come race with us, this car doesn't fit in our class. So basically, what we're going to do is we're going to take the wore-out junk that I have in this car from 2004, and we're going to transpose it into a car that they like, and you know, we're going to bring it out. We're going to try to debut it sometime in April, and we plan on basically busting everybody's ass.
With the old worn out junk.
Yeah, with junk.
Do you have what it takes to win?
I definitely got what it takes to win. I proved that in 2004. Come out of Oklahoma, nobody on the East Coast or West Coast, you know, they thought we all still had wagons out here, which, you know, there's a few horses around. But like I said, you know, I went out, won the championship, outrun some high dollar teams, and I took, you know, maybe 1-2 pick guys with me at every race, and you know, I lived paycheck to paycheck and threw everything I had at this car and basically won a championship. Not only once, I did it twice. You know, I've got the Wally to prove that, you know, where I went up to Colorado and basically took out 3 of the fastest cars in NHRA, and I brought home the Wally. So yeah, I definitely got what it takes. I could definitely cut lights on most of the field, and basically, in my opinion, you know, these are kids playing with men. So and I'm the man, and I'm coming.
Okay, so the talk, since 2006, you've been gone. In 2006, you had a great year. The years before that were great. You did great. What have you been doing since 2006, and why haven't you been import racing?
Basically, like I said, import racing, in my opinion, there was just nowhere to race my car. Everybody griped it was too fast. So I basically just put it in a corner, called it good, and looked for something else to race. So this is what I've been doing. I mean, this is where it's been at for the last couple of years. It started out as a street car. It's still a street car. It's tagged. I drive it every day. It's got insurance. You know, it's fast as hell.
So you actually race this car on the street for money?
Yep. And there's plenty of people around the country that claim they're the fastest guys on the street. But if you haven't been to the 405, if you ain't been to Oklahoma City, you ain't got nothing. All you got's talk. You got videos and you got talk. But until you come to the 405, there's plenty of guys out there that did a lot of talking, and they've showed up in Oklahoma City and they've went home with an empty trailer, and their pockets were a lot less full. We've been doing a little bit of track racing. And I've been pretty successful, you know, taking a low rank or a low price car and taking out some of these races and basically putting it on their ass.
Okay, so the red car obviously doesn't fit anywhere. They won't let you race. They're scared of it. Whatever you want to say. What are you building now?
Picked up this little Integra, 97 Acura Integra, full glass, full interior. Yeah, it's not the Tony Paulo Integra, and it's definitely not a Chris Miller Civic Hatch. but it's a street car, and that's what they want. They want a street car, and so this is what I'm going to give them.
Can we look at the rest of the car?
Well, I mean, you can look at the back because that's about that's all that anybody's going to see. Unless you come to my pits, you ain't going to see the front because all these other racers, this is your view. This is all you're going to get to see.
This is it right here. Take a good look. This is it.
Fair enough. Do you really think after a 5-year hiatus in this whole situation, with all that old junk and old technology and outdated stuff, do you really think you can come in here with this, with all that junk, and show these young guys with all this technology how it's done? I mean, you think you can show these guys anything, or are you going to get laughed out of there?
I'm just going to show up at the first race. I'm going to take my wore out crap. I'm going to bolt it in this car. There's probably not even no reason to go test. I'm going to throw it on my dyno. I'm going to make a couple hits on the dyno. I'm going to show up at the race, and yes, I'm winning the first race. First race I bring this car out, I'm winning. And then I plan on just keep winning and winning and winning and let them guys chase me down.
Until they ban this car.
So there's not a racer at this race that's going to be able to compete with you?
No, not at all.
You've seen the competition, Chris Miller, Tony Paolo, all those guys. Can they be beat?
Oh yeah, they can be beat. You know, those guys got a lot of money. They got a lot of help, a lot of sponsors. I don't have a lot of that, but one thing I do have is I do got some driving skills. I do got determination. I got a really good team, and I'm pretty sure I can take this worn out crap I got, and I can put both of them in the trailer.
Is there any shop out there that has what Alternative Motorsports has and the team that you've put together to win these races? Is there any shop, any team, any car owner, any tuner, any engine builder in the country that can get close to what you're going to achieve with the jump from 2006?
I mean, there's some awesome shops and there's some awesome tuners out there, but it takes an entire operation. It takes, you know, not only does it take an awesome car, and not only does it take an awesome tuner, an awesome chassis guy, but it takes a driver. And I think that's where, you know, I took Alternative Motorsports to a 2-time national championship because we had all of it together. We had a good tuner, we had a good mechanic, we had, you know, a good driver, and that's what it took to win. So, yeah, there's some awesome shops out there. I just don't know if they got the whole package. So some of them are a little mouthy, but, you know, maybe they just need to stay up north.
Okay, we've seen the videos of Chris Miller and those guys. We hear they're the best. We hear they're the fastest. As far as I can tell, it's just like watching Jersey Shore. I mean, I can't, is he the little one or the big one? I mean, I can't tell. They all talk the same. Should they stick to reality TV in the Jersey Shore? I mean, should they even be in racing? Are they even at the same level as what you're going to achieve, or what you've achieved in the past, or what you have planned to achieve in the future?
Man, all I hear from these guys is how we went 180. We went 180, and all I see is this 2010. But where were these guys in 2004 when import racing, when there was 30 cars showing up to a race? Where were these guys? I'm pretty sure they were at home, or they were still riding the school bus.
Maybe they were tanning.
And maybe so they were probably tanning. You know, they could have been at the beach, but where were these guys at? 100. They keep talking about 180. I mean, I'm pretty sure I went 184. Man, wow, that was in 2005. You know, they're probably in 6th or 7th grade by then.
They had shirts made that said "180." Do you have a 184 shirt?
Yeah, I don't have a 184 shirt.
You have one?
I didn't get one made. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I didn't think it was that big of a deal. I was more worried about winning races, but they're worried about going 180. I mean,
Been there,
wow.
done
Been
that.
there, done that.
Got the, you didn't get the
Yeah.
T-shirt. They did.
I didn't get a shirt made. Maybe I
No
should get
shirts.
one shirt. Maybe I should get one made.
A lot of guys in this scene and in this organization and around the country that do this type of racing, a lot of these guys say you're a loose cannon. You're not really all there. You'll burn your own car down to win. You'll oil the track down so no one else can race. I mean, they say you're bad for racing, basically. Is there any truth to that, or are these guys a little sensitive?
Yeah, maybe these guys are just, maybe they're mama's boys. I mean, I'm there to race. I'm there to win. I'm not driving. I mean, you get in my way, you stand in front of me, I'll pull your head off. I don't care. I mean, I'm going to win the race. It could catch on fire. I don't care. I'm there to win the race. It doesn't matter what it takes. I'm there to win. If we got to take parts off the truck to put on the car to win the race, fine. We'll find a different way home, but we're going to win the race. That's our number one goal.
Cylinders down, car on fire, it don't matter. We're going to the finish line and we're going to go there first.